Be Toastmaster etiquette and best practices, and that's going to be with DTM Blake Smith. Blake Smith.
Thank you, Ty. How y'all doing? Good answer, good answer. Best practices. Number one, get a mentor. If you're brand new in the club, a mentor is, you need to be somebody's sidekick so they can guide you through. You need a rudder, and a mentor can tell you a lot of stuff that you're going to be hearing tonight, and even so much more. Get registered with Toastmasters International. You've got to go in, you got to set up. Your VP of membership will let you know what your ID is, but you sign in with your email address, and then you have to have a special character password in there, and that opens the door for everything else in there. If you're a member of Winter Park Toastmasters and you haven't gotten a welcome email from me yet with directions on how to register for that site, you should get with me after the meeting, and we'll get you set up on that. I think I've gotten most everybody in here that I see. So. Dress for success. Our members join for a myriad of reasons. Some want to get better at litigation, some want to get better at being salespeople, some want to be professional speakers, some are professional speakers. When you're in sales, your sales manager and most sales trainers will tell you that you need to dress as well as or better than the person you're trying to sell to. When you're in Toastmasters, that's how you should do it. If you've got a formal Toastmasters meeting, dress sharp, look sharp. Winter Park Toastmasters, we ask the men in our club to wear a coat and tie. If you know you're going to be at the head table, go ahead and put a tie on. If you don't know what one is, get with me later, I'll help you out. But it's all about respecting your audience. If you're in Winter Park Toastmasters, read the schedule. I'm not saying just find out where it is or see what your name is. Read it. There is a lot of information on there that tells whether or not you need to bring an introduction. Some of our speakers, evaluators in our club don't need introductions because we've got 4 speakers, 4 evaluators, and we're just kicking them through. I mean, sometimes it's like herding cats. So we've got to eliminate some of the places. So speakers have them, table topics master, master evaluator, and the Toastmaster. The rest of them, no, you get your name. We'll just move you up through. Avoid side conversations if possible. Some of our rooms vary. Winter Park Toastmasters can be in a variety of rooms at the Civic Center where we are. Some of them have got the acoustics of a cave, and you can be talking and someone will be over there and it's just noise and it's coming at you. Now, we all know what it's like. How many people have given an impromptu presentation? There we go, about half of us, okay? So what we have done in the past, if someone is really yakking, we say, well, so you're ready to give a speech? Because you're not letting this speaker talk. So obviously you want to take their place. And then they realize, oh, maybe I should hush. Which, that was our clue and they got it. It takes a lot of nerve for some people to get up at the lectern and give a presentation. A lot. If you're at the head table and you have an opportunity to be over here and you can watch some of the presenters. Up here, it's like the old story about the duck. Everything looks cool with the duck up on top of the water, but down below, the legs are just... People are shaking like leaves below the lectern, and it happens a lot. So you gotta respect them. You know, one of the ways we can do that, you know, is enter in and out through the back of the room. You know, don't cut across in front of them while they're trying to speak. And be quiet. It's just a nice thing to do. use that back door. I've got one that came up this week, and it involves solicitations. So my response, this created quite a stir in our club this week. One of our Toastmasters gave a presentation, and the presentation was more of a solicitation to get you to come in and spend money. With Toastmasters, that's a no-no. If you want to talk about what you do for a living, or if you want to talk about a cause that you're excited with, and you want to practice a presentation like you would to a convention or something, this is the place to do it. But don't wrap it up with a flyer that says this is how you can spend your money. Okay? We protect our roster list like guard dogs. About every other one that I put out, I'm the VP of Education, for those of you that don't know. I'll note that this list is strictly for Toastmaster business. Now, a lot of Toastmasters end up working with one another. I just concluded a career and retired from Motorola, and that was a referral from a fellow Toastmaster. Okay, but it was a conversation that took place out of the club. He knew from speeches and conversation what I did for a living, and when I left the construction company, he said, have you ever thought about it? And next thing you know, 20 years later, I'm retiring from Motorola. So, it happens, but I wasn't out there asking for a job, and he waited till he was off to the side before he solicited me, which I'm glad he did. It was cool. Those of you, thank you. Those of you that did not raise your hand, give an impromptu. Dadgum, that's fun. And it's even more fun because you stand a good chance of winning, because it's usually something that comes from the heart. So I threw that in under best practices because it's something that is just amazing for you to do. Loads of fun. And we love going up to someone that won a trophy after giving an impromptu and telling them welcome to the club, because it's exciting. One last thing. If you've got the invocation and the pledge, own it. So many times I go to a meeting, including our own, and it comes times for the Pledge of Allegiance, and the person will just, you're leading it. So when you've got it, you tell everybody, please face the flag. And once everyone is rotated to face the flag, then you say, I pledge it. The words come out of your mouth first. Everybody else knows it, but you got to lead them. People are like sheep, and they're going to wait for you. Otherwise, they mumble their way through it. And the best thing about this presentation tonight is I'm done. Ty, it's back to you.